In this movie, let's take a look at the Workspace Back End, another basic element of Joomla that we need to fully understand to work with our site easily. To get to the back end, you simply go to your website wherever you have it loaded. I have mine in that Joomla test folder. Then I have to type in administrator. That's how you get to the administrative backside. Then you type in your username and password. And you can go ahead and log in. This gets you into the back end of your site. You'll notice it's got your site name here, what version that you're in. Over here at the right, it just has your basic welcome information, security information, how to learn about Joomla. We can look at what users are logged in. Right now I'm logged in on 2 different computers with this user. The most popular articles, it'll give you those so you can go click on them and look at them. You can also see how many hits they have. Good information so you know what people are looking at on your site. Recently added articles. This will let you go in there and see who has been doing what. You can keep track of your publishers. Menu statistics, how many items are on each menu. Like for example here we have our top menu, 4 items. When we were looking at the front page earlier, see how our top menu has those specific 4 items. If I need to check on that menu, I can simply click that link. It takes me into the menu item manager. Notice on my tab here it tells me I'm viewing those menu items and I can work with that. We'll take a look at all these managers and work with them in detail throughout our tutorials. Let's go back to the control panel here. We went through menu stats, and then the last thing on here is the Joomla security news feed, so you can keep track of those specific things if you feel like you need to. Right here are all of the icons that we can use to access different items, or we can simply use these menus up here up top. Our basic ones are under the site menu. Then of course we can edit our menus, do different things with that. We can get rid of menus, we can work with them. The content, the beef of your site is under this information right here. We can also trash different articles. Remember how I talked about sections and categories? That's how our articles are going to be categorized and put on there so people can actually access our articles. Front page manager, we just looked at the front page in our previous movie, so we can actually go in here and manage and decide, do we want things published on the front page? Do we want it taken off? What do we want to do with that? And we can filter these items to easily look at things. You'll notice right here the public can see these specific areas and specific titles. You can also see that these specific items are published. So lots of good information in all the managers in the different areas of our site. Let's go back to our main control panel. Make sure that you're able to get back to that control panel when you start playing around with your test site. We've got different components right here. Remember we looked at the news flash and the polls? Those items here and here, those are how we're going to edit those in the back end. We've got different extensions, we've got modules and plugins we can work with. We can edit our template if we want to work with that. The modules, there are tons and tons of modules that we'll take a look at within Joomla. Joomla is expanding greatly, lots of people are adding to it, so we have all kinds of things we can work with. You'll notice all of these modules right here. Breadcrumb modules, those are like little menu items that kind of lead people to where they're going. So if they've clicked on 4 items all the way down through your site, it'll show them and give them a breadcrumb on how to get back to the very beginning where they started, or just back 1 or 2 steps. But we'll work with those different modules. Then the last items we'll take a look at are the different tools we've got. We've got email. We can talk to each other within our Joomla site. All the administrators can email and work with each other. Our users can email us and we can answer those and work with them very closely. And of course the help menu. In the next couple movies we'll get into how to get help with Joomla and different ideas that I have on that. The preview option, this will let you preview your site so you can see how that's going to look before you actually go out there and let the users access different items. This right here is my mail. If I have any mail messages right now, I have 0. Right here tells me how many people are logged in, and then of course right here I can log out. You'll notice as we clicked on different modules and different items, we have different tools available. Everything is going to have different items depending upon what we select. So if I go in here to Menu Manager, I can see what tools are going to be available to me up here. You can very easily, you notice, delete things, edit them, or add new ones. And all of them have this help option, so it's very easy to work with Joomla. So if we go back to the control panel, remember you log into Joomla by going to your site and typing in administrator. Type in that super admin name and password that you used when you created the site. And right here, start with these very basic icons. Go to your front page and work with it and just kind of play around a little bit. It's very easy to work with and fun to work with.